Morning, everyone. It's Saturday, the 23rd of September. HHV, the judge. There is the judge. How are you, mate?
Good morning, mate. How are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Good racing today, Si.
Yeah, and I must just give a little thumbs up to everybody who backed the Air Poet on yesterday's video, 6-1 and 4-1. And a rare good ride from Paul Munrennan. Fair
Don't
play.
talk to me about Paul this week.
Yeah, I'll give him stick when he deserves it, but fair enough.
That you
and also,
ride anyway.
You can Glen right. We'll come to that on Monday. And also, if you did that bundle yesterday that I urged you to do, you'd have been on Popmaster 12-1.
That's brilliant, mate. Lovely winner.
Yeah. So well happy with that. And we go again today. Get the bundle at the top length. You've got back to Liz Stoll. We had 165-1 double on Thursday. And we got a max win double dipper at York. So it's going to be an exciting day. But we, Judge, and I'm going to kick us off this week, we are looking at one of the great 2-year-old races, certainly the best one at Newbury that's held, and it's the Dubai Duty Free Mill Reef. A Group 2 over 6 furlongs, going to be run on heavy ground. 2-year-old's going to take some staying. Is this Class 1? Really is a cracking race. 58 large ones to the winner. And there are 7 runners, so I'm afraid it's not going to be much of an each-way play because the 8th runner, which I know the judge fancied, a Red Zone Hero. I'm afraid I think he's injured and he doesn't run. So 7 go to post. I'm going to give my views. We won't keep you long. It's a sunny morning. And then I will pass over to my colleague, the judge, there and see what he thinks.
Brilliant.
Right, I'll whiz through them. There is a very well-supported, tipped-up favourite here, Mr. Sketch. Now, Mr. Sketch is trained by Eve Johnson Houghton, who I'm a huge fan of, but I'm taking this on. Mr. Sketch was beat on debut, and then he produced Was It Too Good to Be True? Shockingly impressive visually performance when he won by 9.5 lengths at Salisbury. But here's where things get a little bit confused. That was on very different ground to today. And I've gone back through that race and I'm not sure he didn't beat a lot of trees that day. Now let's go to his debut. He got beaten by a horse called James Delight. And I wondered, just can he have come on that incredible amount since then? James Delight then went to a Class 4 at Windsor and he got royally stuffed at odds on. He then went on to run well in Ireland, but I'm going to say that this is slightly misleading. I'm taking him on, and I'm taking him on Big Star with number 2, Array. Now the 4-1 has gone, but you can still get 7-2. Array has got very solid form, and also Array has never run on ground as soft as this, but his Dame Joyeuse, who was trained by Lady Cecil, won a very, very good race on very soft ground at Haydock. And his sire, None, never had one of its most impressive wins at Deauville on ground that they said was good to soft, but people there said it was more soft than good. So there's every reason to believe that he will improve on this ground. He won in a canter in July at Newmarket, a race he should have won, but so impressive. He then went against his nemesis, Starlust, who's beaten him twice this year at Kempton. Andrew Baldwin said he didn't think Array particularly enjoyed the all-weather. He's looking to get him back on turf. Now, Starlust is entered in the Mill Reef and is a highly regarded 2-year-old. So there's no shame in getting beaten by him twice. I don't think this is a good renewal of this. I think Array's got good form. He's rated 100 already. I think he will improve on this ground. Baldwin and Ocean Murphy, and I want to take on this Mr. Sketch. I think it was a false performance that people have got excited about. Maybe prove wrong, but he's not proven on the ground. I think Array will go on it and probably improve on it, and he has got good form and good to soft. So it's Array for me to land the Mill Reef. Forget the flashy performance of the favourite. I'm going Big Style Array. I think 7-2 is massive. I can see him going off 5-2, 9-4. Right, over to you, Judge. That's me.
No, I'm pretty much. I feel like saying ditto the same and move on. No, I mean I've got to be honest. I'm not a fan of the back of this kind of horse at this price. Normally, you don't really want to be backing horses that are really impressive on their last start and taking a short price on their next. If you know what I'm trying to say, especially with 2-year-olds, anything can happen moving forwards. I'd say my original choice was unfortunately a non-runner because I thought it really liked the ground. So I'm guessing, like you say, that was probably injured. There's no point talking over that too much. I did think the form of the two runners in the race matters most, and 7 questions from Ripon have been let down a bit yesterday. Bombay Bazaar was well beaten from that race, and that was only sort of a length and a half behind them last time out. So I kind of thought, you know, you're taking the one form line on there. They're the 3rd and 4th in, I think, or 4th and 5th in. So then you've really come down to 2 runners, and that comes down to Array. And I do think the top horses, if it didn't have the penalty, that would be my choice. But I think the penalty might be hard to overcome, because he's got the classiest form in the race, hasn't he? Artem. You know, he's been running in the group races this year, and obviously he's the one who sort of brings the best form to the table. But obviously he's had a few extra runs, and a bit like Andrew Baldwin, they normally progress as the season goes, don't they, from run to run. And his 2-year-olds, and I think Array is going that way, if you like. And the form of his Newmarket win was well franked by the horses. I know you say he should have won, but the 2 horses who finished behind him that day have both run well. So Robbo nearly won his next start, and Rogue Enforcer did. So, and he actually bolted up from them 2. So there's some substance to his back form as well. So for me, I agree with you, Matt. I'm going to have to say Array is the bet today.
Right. Well, HHV, the judge, is now HH and the judge. And by the way, folks, when we have these, we don't know what we're going to say until we turn up and start recording. And it would be very disingenuous if we did agree and then went, oh, well, you better say that one or whatever that. So I hope you will not just forgive us, but kind of relish the idea that we've come at this race, spent quite a lot of time on it last night. And we've come to the same conclusion. So take that what you will. We had the 1-2 in the ledger. Let's see if we can have the 1-1 this week and land you the win. It's going to be a great day. Lots going on at Ayr. I think this is one of the best, no hype needed and all that. One of the best days racing, because you've got the Ayr Gold Cup. We all love those big handicaps. We've got a very, very, very strong card at Newbury with this as its centrepiece. And unlike the judge, who's not a great fan of this, I think this is a great race. Not the greatest renewal, but it's a great race going forward. Yeah. And then, of course, we get York, who usually is kind of the biggie, but York in danger of getting forgotten today. But there's some really strong handicap races there as well. So it's going to be, and then we chuck in the Listowel Festival. It's going to be the old fastest finger first. Are you going to go here, you go there, keep the old 4 screens going, get on that bundle. Good luck today, Judge. I know you're getting the big hammer out, aren't you, today? And
very much
that's
so.
the one. He's got it there. And I think there's only one thing left to say. Array for Array. And lastly, Judge, what would you want to finish on? I think we've got to tell people to
be lucky.
Be lucky, folks. Have a great day.